When I was dating my ex-wife, she lied to me and pretended to be into football. She would come over to my apartment when we were dating, like on Sunday night, and she's like, let's put the game on. That ended the moment that the ring went on her finger.
Wow, it's unbelievable how these guys don't see it coming. It is pathetic because it's not that hard to tell when a woman is consistently lying to you, especially about being into your hobbies. So easy to tell. But you just feel so lucky that she's even with you that you just miss all of the red flags. This is the problem with American men. They don't see red flags where they're in front of them, whether they're nose rings or tattoos or the attitude or the lack of respect, all of this. And by the way, let's keep watching this video, but why did you stay with her beyond that? Why did you stay with her beyond that?
She stopped giving a crap. She pretended to be a Giants fan. And I remember they were in the NFC Championship game after we were married against San Francisco. And she's like, yeah, I don't care. That's nice. There's other things that she pretended to really like, but the moment that the ink was dry on her marriage license, she didn't give a crap about anymore, including the back door, which I'm an aficionado of that. And
yeah, so here's the thing. If a woman denies you the sexual experiences that she allowed before, that should be the end of it. Now, I understand for a night or a week or whatever, there could be some good reasons once in a while. But if you're not even getting sex, the basics, from your wife, why the fuck are you sticking around, you piece of shit loser? I mean, honestly, how little of self-respect do you guys have? You know, when you're so easily fooled like little babies, and when you finally realize that, oh crap, you still stick around. That's your fault, dude. It is your fault for one, being stupid, and then being more stupid for sticking around with a woman who fooled you like a kitten. Until these men realize and learn how to tell the red flags in women, which again, is not that hard to tell, we will continue seeing videos like this. And honestly, if you think of most men who've been married for more than 5 years, they all have videos like this made in their heads. Just this guy just put it out there, and because obviously he's now divorced. Oh, let's keep watching.
That was a major disappointment. But the football thing was a big deal. And I remember a year before our marriage really went off the cliff. It was January of 2013, and it was her dad's birthday. And every year, no matter what day of the week her dad's birthday fell on, we went over to my ex-in-law's house and celebrated. Well, this particular year, his birthday fell on a Sunday during the NFL playoffs. So I wasn't exactly thrilled about going over there, especially since...
All right, now here's the thing. It's a good thing that your wife has her father present in her life, and she still has a good relationship where you get to celebrate his birthday, and she wants to, and you're invited in your good terms. But this is extremely important. The number one problem with modern women, why they're not dateable, is they are not raised by their fathers at all, so they have no idea what a good man is, or what a man is, how to respect a man, and everything that follows that. The fact that this guy's wife has a father figure, and who's her father, and they come all together and celebrate them, that's a positive thing. Now, let me also mention that, you can have hobbies. That's great. But your hobbies should never take over your actual life. These sports teams, unless you own one, are not your sports teams, okay? This is just a fantasy world you live in. It's a childish hobby, which is fine. I have childish hobbies, that's fine. That's why they're hobbies. This channel is one of them. But it is something that he and most men need to realize. Sports, watching sports, not playing. Playing is one of the best hobbies you can have. That's taking care of your health. Video games, all of that shit really is wasting your time. It's fine that it's a hobby, but realize it's a waste of your time. You should not. I don't give a fuck playoffs. I'm a huge hockey fan. I follow my team, which is the Detroit Red Wings. You know, I have been for many years. Gone to the games, celebrated, you know, cried sometimes lately. But it's should never be above, especially family. So he's got his priorities wrong already.
That day, we woke up to 3-4 inches of snow on the ground. And at this time, we have an 8-month-old little boy and her kid from a previous relationship that was about 8.
Ah, my goodness fucking gracious. This guy is just, you can tell he just makes all of the bad decisions, at least when it comes to women, right? So he got together and married a girl who was a single mother, already has a child from another marriage. Now that girl's got 2 baby daddies from 2 different fathers and's probably found another sucker to take care of them and take her in. He was the sucker number 2. Never, ever date women who are single mothers. Unless you're a single father as well and you have just as much custody of your child as the woman, then it's fine. Or if her children are grown and out of the house or in no longer number 1 priority in her life, because you should be. But this guy, the child is 8, is one of those suckers who once again made yet another bad decision about a woman. And now he's complaining why all of this is happening to me and I have to get a divorce. Fuck.
So we get in the car anyway. She's insistent on going, and we risk our lives to get to this house. There wasn't a
Oh, what a drama queen. What a fucking drama. We risk our lives. I bet if it was the game that you were going to, right? You would be risking your life.
long drive, but it was definitely a dangerous drive. And she's like, I got to get there. My dad's expecting me. I'm like, you know what? I say to myself, if that was my daughter and my grandkids, I would just say, you know what? Stay home. But that's neither here nor there.
No, it's very much here. You're the man of the family. If you truly do believe that it's endangering your family and yourself to drive somewhere, you make the call as the head of the household, which of course this guy isn't. His balls have probably been cut off, and if not the purse of his previous wife, then in the purse of this wife, right? I mean, do these men even know that if they're providers, they're the heads of the household and they call the shots, especially in a situation like this where if it's dangerous to go, you don't put your family in danger. Now this fucking idiot goes like, well, it's not here or there. The lady told me to go. There's no difference between this guy and that 8-year-old kid, right? He's just there. And he just follows the orders whether he likes them or not. Pathetic. Just pathetic.
I'm a different guy. So we get to their house, and her brother is there, my ex-brother-in-law, and he's got 2 kids under the age of 10. And his girlfriend is with him, and she has a kid that's like around 9 or 10.
Oh, so this stupidity runs in the family. His brother did exactly the same fucking thing. All right. Now it's making sense.
So the house is full of kids. Our son is only 8 months, but there's 4 other kids between the ages of 7 and 11. But there's only 2 TVs in the house, but there are 2 TVs in the house. So 2 of the kids go to the basement and put on cartoons. And 2 of the kids go in the living room and they put on this Christmas movie. It's a cartoon. It's the one with when Tom Hanks is the voice, right? There's a train involved.
There are pretty much no good movies with Tom Hanks except for The Airport. I hate Tom Hanks, so at least I'm able to bond with this guy on this one.
It's the worst movie ever made. I defy anybody to sit through that movie. It's dog poop. So they're watching this in the living room, and I'm like, the Seahawk Washington game's about to start. This was when RG3 was a rookie, and I really want to see the game, and both TVs are monopolized. And there's 2 other men in this house, and I keep waiting for one of them to say something.
No. There are not 2 men in the house. Because the men in the house would not simp, first of all, for their wives, of course, but now you're simping for the kids. How the fuck are the kids able to call the shots of who's watching what TV and what they're watching? This is what happens when American men become simps. and not really men anymore. And like, he doesn't even understand this. He's like, well, I don't know what to do. There's kids there and they run my life, right? I mean, I can't imagine simping for a child. Wow.
They're not
Wow.
saying anything.
Yeah.
And I say to my wife, like, yo, I want to watch the game. What's up with this? She's like, don't make a scene. Like, can you make a scene? Like, say something. Well, they're the kids.
What a pathetic fucking loser. I'm not man enough to say something. You say something. Wow. Oh, my balls are literally in like all the way up to my throat right now because they just like it's just watching this pathetic fucking excuse for a man is just upsetting all three of us.
Kids want to watch the TV. They got 2 TVs. They could all watch one TV together.
Yeah. Or none.
Nope, nobody said anything. She didn't say anything, and I'm missing this game. And now I have an attitude. And
you do have a very girly attitude here. You know what? You just like almost like throwing a hissy fit. It's not manly.
Back then, you really couldn't watch the game on your phone, but you could follow it. I could follow the game on ESPN.com, and that's what I'm doing. Each play-by-play, I'm trying to watch the ESPN app. And this is the game that RG3 tore his ACL. And she's like, "You're being rude. You're not being social. You're looking at your phone." I'm like,
I'm with her. Yes, you should be spending time with your father-in-law, which is an important part of your life. This is the man that raised her and still, in many ways, a mentor to her. You should be spending time with him and the family. It looks like it's a tradition, and your fucking stupid hobby, which again, I have one of those fucking stupid hobbies as well, should absolutely never come above that.
how am I going to be social? What am I going to say? I'm just going to complain and talk shit about me missing this football game. You're lucky I'm silent. And you're also lucky there's 4 inches of snow on the ground because I'd leave your ass here and go to a bar and watch this game. This is unfair to me. You knew I love football, and I don't care if you're...
You knew that I love football, but I didn't know that you love your family. I mean, it's like listening to a girl talk and complain.
Your dad's birthday or not, I should be watching this game. Like, I threw a fit.
You should not be. Oh, there you go. I just, didn't I just say he was throwing a hissy fit like a girl? He's not even listening to it. Like, I don't think, I don't know if he watches this video himself. Like, does he not see how pathetic he sounds? Like, I would be embarrassed just to be this way in my head, but I would even be more embarrassed to let everybody else know about it.
Not in front of people. It was just her and me. And, yeah. We do the candles and sing the song thing, and then we leave around 8, 9 o'clock. And we didn't speak the entire ride home. And we didn't speak for like a month and a half. And that was like the beginning of the end.
Yeah, and that's the end of the video. Here's another thing. Men who provide for their families, are the heads of the household, allow their wives to just not talk to them. I mean, I can't imagine that. It's like, bitch, if I'm paying the rent, and I'm the man, you don't get to not talk to me. Now, listen, women get sour and they get upset. They can go like my ex-girlfriend would go into her room or in a bathroom and watch a little bit of videos or maybe talk to her friends or whatever. But within an hour or two, she'll come out and she knew that she needs to have a better attitude. And the silent treatment does not work with me at all. If a girl gives me a silent treatment and it continues on for like literally the rest of the day, that's the end of the relationship. I'm very clear with that. You don't get to ignore me as a human being in your life while sitting in the house that I fucking paid for, eating the food I paid for, and everything else. You just don't get to do that, but it all comes down to respect. I demand respect from everybody, but specifically from women in my life. And not talking to a guy for the rest, this loser allowed her to do it for a month and a half while taking care of her and her fucking child from the previous marriage, right? And how these men just don't see this, it's beyond me. I talk about problems with dating that's a lot of men are having right now, but it all comes down to men like him, right? Because there are so many of men who end up, dating the single mothers, allowing these women who are not worth anything to disrespect the men. These men have no self-respect of their own, no boundaries. And so when we have so many of these men and women are used to it, why are we surprised that it's impossible to find a good girl? It's impossible to even have a conversation with a girl nowadays. Not I think, I know. It's our number, those few men who are still left here, who are real men, it is our responsibility, and for our own sake too, is to educate these men, artists formerly known as men, about what is happening to them and how bad they look and how pathetic their behavior is. And we got this is why I have this channel. This is why I have this is a hobby of mine. I have this channel because I want to have less men like this and more men who actually have self-respect and boundaries, because that's the only thing that's going to change not only the dating world, but just general way how women now look at men. Women, Western women especially, look at men as second-class citizens. And that's what most men are nowadays. Until that changes, nothing will change in your lives as men. We gotta spread the word. We gotta let this man know, hopefully, he's not in his third marriage with a third single mother being disrespected by yet another woman. Hopefully he's learned his lesson, but something tells me that he hasn't. So, gentlemen, those of you who are still left, we got the red pill as many of other men as possible. It is happening. It is definitely happening, but we gotta do it faster. Let's get going. If you're a single guy and you're still dating, well, let me help you out when it comes to analyzing dating profiles. All you have to do is take snapshots of a dating profile of a girl you're interested in and upload it into this ChatGPT app called the Dating Profile Analyzer. It is free and it will give you all the green, yellow, and most importantly, red flags about that profile. You're welcome.